afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Aimee Cabo, and this is The Cure. We are live every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can listen to us live on the radio or godisthecure.com, or later listen to the recorded shows via any podcast app. I'm also joined by Dr. Boris Nikolov, who is my partner at work and in life. This show deals with suffering and the tenacity of the human spirit, the will to survive, and the courage to keep moving forward, despite any obstacle, with the help of God and each other. We do provide testimonials to let people know that they're not alone. And in this show, the testimony started with me, having been a survivor from child abuse well into young adulthood. We also have professionals in the medical field and inspirational speakers that are willing to help and give valuable information, because education is key, transparency is needed, and I believe we can help each other. For me, my healing came from God, but other forms of healing are presented as well to service everyone. Life can be very challenging, but I always know that we are not alone. I strategically choose certain portions of the song to play because they've always been very helpful for me, very inspirational. How the song says, "I'm so grateful you're alive." I know that I'm grateful I'm alive. There was times I wasn't sure I'd survive. At least 3 times I almost died. So it's comforting when he says, "I'm so happy you're alive." And it's almost as if God wants us to know that we're fine, and he will do anything to make us feel right. Because how do you know it wasn't God that gave the singer that idea to sing those words, and you heard it just at the right moment? Or the words, "All you ever do is shine." And that's just to show us how special we are, that we should believe in ourselves. Everything happens for a reason, since God is in control. I'm relentless. It takes a lot of trauma to give me PTSD. Maybe that's why not only was I a sexual slave to my stepfather every day for 8 years, significantly beaten and emotionally abused through my adolescence by my mother, orphaned at 15 years old, raped by several men, endured domestic violence and loss, dealt with continuous custody battles for 14 years, struggled with addiction, and lived in poverty, was forced to abort, but also my daughter was almost killed not too long ago. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for my main diagnosis, PTSD, because for someone with PTSD who has chemical imbalances, it's difficult regulating emotions. But I realize that every day that I pray, I notice that I do regulate my emotions better. Therefore, I do need to pray. I need to pray often, actually. Had I not developed PTSD, I may not have noticed the importance of prayer and the power of God's love. And if you don't know how to pray, it's okay. You can just have a conversation with God. It's fine. I'm sure he wants to hear from us. And if you don't go to church, that's okay too. Church is in the heart. It's not a building. But I was a tortured soul, barely getting by. But never were there darker times than those times when I suffered addiction. Today we have a couple of guests that can help us shed a light into mental illness and addiction and the correlation between the two. Today's guests are Dr. Melissa Deuter and Rich Whitman, authors of the new book, A Vision for Change, How to Help Someone with Addiction or Mental Illness.